right, welcome to week 4 of LTT LHS. We're still in the adaptation phase, nothing too crazy today, but we're starting to get a little more intense, a little more creative, adding a tiny bit of impact exercise. And let's get started. So start off in tabletop position. This will be the same mobility warm-up that we did last week. And let's start with some nice cat and cow. So we're articulating the vertebrae in our spine, letting our belly drop with a deep back bend, maybe inhaling here and exhaling into cat. Really curl that back, tuck that belly up, and then reverse. Once more, all the way through. And now let's take some big hip circles. So raise one knee off the ground and circle it around. How far back can you go? So you rotate. How far forward can you come? Nice big circles, and in the opposite direction. And now the other side. Single leg work like this is so good because we are not perfectly symmetrical. So other side, other direction. So it's really good to stretch one side, to mobilize one side, to strengthen one side, and then the other, in the hopes that we can become more symmetrical. Okay, last one, tuck the toes, up and down dog, pedal out your feet, maybe pause for a minute, try to lift those hips as high as they can in the air. Get the shoulders out of the ears. And now we'll go between down dog and palm down twist. So right leg comes forward, left hand stays down, right arm comes up and we twist. Plant the hand, return the foot, down dog. Other side, same thing. Stretching pretty much everything here. So move at your own pace between downward dog and palm down twist. If at any point you want to pause in a motion, like in this lunge, stretching out that rear hip, you do that. Make sure everything we do today serves you. Walk your hands back to your feet. If you've got the flexibility, grab your toes. And we will squat. Nice flexion through the ankles, through the knees, through the hips. And then we'll forward fold. Squat. Forward fold. Squat. Forward fold. 2 more. Squat. Forward fold, last one. squat, forward fold. We're not too crazy on upper body today. Well, actually, that's a lie. We should loosen up our neck and our shoulders. So drop your head, roll your chin along your collarbone, tip your ear into your back pocket, raise your chin to the ceiling, your left ear tips to your back pocket, roll that chin along your other collarbone. I'm recording this. It's like 11:30 in the morning, but there's still a lot of crackling. So that means I should probably do a bit more of this today. Once you've done two, other way. Don't go to the point of pain. Move around the pain. But otherwise, go to the end range of your next flexibility. Back to the center. Try to roll up one vertebra at a time, your cervical spine. Now let's hit our shoulders. Hands facing forward. These are called shoulder cars, controlled articular rotation. So cross the body, stretching across the body. Arms up, and now twist the palms. So now my palms are facing away from me, and I'm trying to reach as far back as possible. All the way back, and then down to your bum, and reverse it. Really stretching. You know, think about you driving, you're reaching into the back seat of the car. Let's make sure all those shoulder muscles, joints, tendons, ligaments are ready to move. All the way back. And through again. Rotating as you get higher up. Crossing, trying to stretch the arms as far across one another as possible and back. Let's finish our mobility with some shoulder movements. So pin your shoulder blades together, pull them forward, back, forward. And now up to your ears and press them down. Ears, down. And now big circles. If you're like me as a cyclist, you have no problem getting your shoulder blades into your ears, your shoulders into your ears, but that's not really what we want. So let's make sure they're nice and flexible. Other direction. Breathing all the while. Okay, now we move into our movement breath. We've been here before. Squats. Let's start with a round of squats. Feeling out. How do my ankles feel? How do my knees feel? How do my hips feel? What about my lower back? This is still probably more movement than it is waking up, but we'll get there. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Good mornings. So hands on your head, soft bend in the knees, hinge the hips, and forward. Hinge, and up. Using the glutes and the hamstrings to pull your body up. Core is engaged, neck is relaxed. Just mimicking the deadlifts that we so often do in these workouts. 3, 2, 1. Now, bring your knee up to your chest and pull it in. We'll alternate. Maybe you grab behind your thigh. So let's try to get that knee as high up 2 more each side. Okay. Now reverse lunge, and let's lunge back and bring the knee up. So we'll stay on the same side. So stay on the, I've got my right leg back. Lunge back, step up for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other side. I've got my left leg back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Hops. So if you've been doing running, jumping, all sorts of things, you can go into, you can do other more aggressive things. But if you're like me, not doing too much, ready to keep, you know, just build slowly, just double leg hops. Progression would be moving around, side to side, front to back. If you've been, like I said, been doing this for a while, maybe move to single leg. Or maybe you're jumping higher than what we're doing. But we're just hopping, starting to get some impact. We're going for another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go through that one more time with a bit more intention, particularly to the squats. 10 air squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 good mornings. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6 each side. Knee to chest. You're going to get a little higher than you did last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Reverse lunge with a knee drive. 6 each side. Stay on the same side. 1, 2, 3, a little more speed. 4, 5, 6. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minute of hops, and then we'll get into it. I'm doing a bit of a little, actually I don't think you could call this a box. Or just hopping around in a circle, changing directions. Side to side. Just building some spring in the calf muscles and some impact for us. We go for just another 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay. Maybe a little downward dog. Just to stretch those calves. That feels good. And we'll move in to our first exercise. So you'll want dumbbells for this and a step. You could use yoga blocks, 2 yoga blocks if you have them. We'll be doing step up lunges. You could use a stair, or if you've got a bench, that's what I do, that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to hope that I don't smash my head on the ceiling. I think I'm just a smidge below. So 3 sets of 2 exercises. First is step up. I just make it. Sorry if my head is going out of the screen. We'll do 10 each side, staying on the same side, and then bent over rows. I'm going to start unweighted on the step ups because I have not been doing this exercise. And then I'm going to go try to kind of go somewhat heavy on the bent over rows because I have been doing that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting with my right leg. If you are holding a weight, you can hold them at your sides. You can hold one here, or like me, you can start out with no weight yet. So let's go for 10, coming all the way down. 2, 3, 4, 5, ooh, balance, 6, 7, 8, 9, wow, 10, right on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ooh, okay. Grab that weight for bent over rows. And let's start for 10. We're keeping our shoulder blades down, no rotation. Just as heavy weight as you can manage for 10. Pulling the weight up to your chest. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Round 1 done. 2 more to go. I'm going to grab some very light weights, just 5 pounds, to add a little bit more resistance to these step ups. So again, we're doing 10 each side with a knee raise at the top. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, right into the other side. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, I might be able to go up in weight, but I would definitely no longer be able to talk. So, here we are. Second set of single arm, make it heavy, bent over rows. 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, 2 down. 1 more to go. I'm sorry there's no live video this week, week 4 adaptation. I will be in Tucson, Arizona, riding Tour de Tucson, which is a fabulous metric century, shorter rides, run, all for charity. So Cycle Kids will be one of the charities there. So that is my plan, and then we otherwise would be doing this, hence the video. So, okay, enough procrastinating. April, 10 step ups with knee drives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, oh boy, 9, and 10. Okay, other side. Last time we'll see these. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, glad to be done with those. Final set of bent over rows. Single arm, heavy weight for 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, okay. All right, we do 4 sets of exercises. That was the first one done. Let me get this out of our way. Okay, all right, next set. 2 exercises. You've been noticing a lot of this stuff going on. That's what we're gonna do next. So, I'll demonstrate without a weight, because I do want to grab a heavy weight. We are, like we're marching, but we're holding the leg up. Try to get the knee equal to the hip, and you're holding a weight in your right. If my right leg's up, my right hand is holding the weight. We're gonna hold for time. We're gonna switch, and then we're gonna do calf raises. So I want to go heavy. I've not experimented with this, so we'll see how this goes. But let's lift that knee. So your hip of your lifted leg should be working. And then I want this weight to be heavy enough that it is pulling you over, that you really need to fight to stay upright. If you don't have super heavy weights and you're finding this easy, another thing you can do is put something a little wobbly under your foot, a rolled up towel, something that puts you a little bit off balance. Ooh, like me looking to the side to check the time, that puts me off balance. All right, we're going for another 3, 2, 1, switch. So 45 seconds, farmer's march, offset hold. Okay, make sure that, try to get that knee as high as the hip. That's 15 down, 30 to go. There should be a wobble. There should be a shake. All that's good for us. $15 to go. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put it down. Whew. Okay. Calf raises. I'm going to hold the same weight and do double leg without holding on. You do whatever calf raises you want. Going for 12. 1, 2, 3. The narrower your feet are, the tougher it is to do without support. Without like something to hold on to. 6, 7, 8, 9, ooh, 10, 11, and 12. Balance, April. Okay. We'll rest for a moment, and then we'll do that. We've got 2 more times through that. If you managed okay, think about going up in weight. All right, grab that weight. My weight's in my right hand, and I have lifted my right leg. I'm holding it up in the air with this weight trying to pull me over for 45 seconds. Whew. Certainly helps to focus on an unmoving spot. I think the more my head is down, the more stable I am. So it's a bit more of a challenge to look forward, or, oh boy, to look to the side. 15 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. And lift that leg. So hopefully this weight is heavy because it's trying to pull you off balance. It's forcing you to engage your core. My obliques are definitely working. My thigh and hip are working. This whole standing leg is working as it's wobbling a bit. Glutes need to be not asleep. Core's engaged. This is the hard grip too. Oh boy. We're holding for another 15. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Okay. Woo. All right. Calf raises. If you want to hold on to something this time, feel free. We're going to do double leg, and then for the final set, we'll do single leg. All the way up and down with control. Try to have your ankles go relatively straight up and down. If they're doing some big circle, why is that? Could you control them better? I'm going to switch where I'm holding on to. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Rest. What do you think? Can you go up in weight? I'm going to try, I was at, I had 30 pounds before, now I'm trying 35. Let's see how that goes. I really want this to, you really have to work hard to not get pulled off balance. So, when you're ready, grab that weight and lift up that leg. 45 seconds here. Ooh, extra weight, feeling okay. Body's figuring out what this is. I mean, certainly the standing leg is shaking and the grip is working harder, but it's understanding what it's doing. We're here, shoot, I don't remember when we started the clock, but let's say we're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Other side. Get ready. And lift that left leg. Weight is in the left hand. Ooh. Okay, now looking in my mirror, and so I can see everything wobbling a bit, which is making it harder to concentrate. All right, keep that leg up. All right. We are here for another 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good work. Okay. Calf raises. Single leg. Great if you can have a weight. I'm going to put this mat down because I feel like it gets a little painful on the balls of my feet. So let's have 12 calf raises each side. Single leg, nice and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Other side. Whew, now I'm starting to feel that in my calves. We go for 12. 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, good work. All right, second set of exercises, all done. All right, third set. Staggered stance deadlift and wood chop. We've done all of these before. Your call on the weights that you'd like for this staggered stance deadlift. I am going to have 2 weights in hand. So a little less about balance. We've been doing a lot of balance and we have a little bit more to come. So I have, but you can also do one weight. Reminder, the staggered stance, it's not as much as when we do single leg. You've just got a little kickstand, not much weight in that back foot. Gentle bend in the front knee, hinge at the hips. Back does not collapse, back doesn't round down, and you use that hamstring muscle and the glutes to raise you up. So 3 sets of 10 each side. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Switch sides, right into the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, really driving that heel into the ground. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we'll do wood chop. You can do these standing or kneeling. It's like we're in a Hallmark movie and we are chopping wood as the small town guy or gal and our crush from high school who went to the big city, had a big career, but now is back home and didn't realize they were looking for love. When they see us chopping wood, they will know how special we are. Okay, maybe I took that a little too far, and maybe I wanted a little more of a rest after that. So, but enough of that. So, wood chop. Weight is above my right shoulder, and I'm gonna chop down towards the left. So cross body, 10 each side. 2, in control. Head follows the weight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. Switch the grip. And chop. 1. I am right-handed, so this side's a lot harder. 2, 3, 4, 5. Control it. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Okay. 1 down, 2 to go. All right. When you're ready, grab those weights. If you're Ready to move on to single leg? By all means, feel free. I'm going to stay at least this set, staggered stance. So we go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side, right into it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh my, okay. Wood chops. 10 each side. Wide stance, weight above the one shoulder, and chop down to the other side. 1, 2. Make sure this is a weight that you can control. Course brace, 9, 10. Other side. We'll take a little longer break between sets so I can still speak. Ready? And chop. 1. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. Okay. One more round. Hopefully, you've been at least doing this 1 hour week of strength training. If you have the time, I highly recommend 2 or even 3. At this stage in our lives, we are so good at cycling. Our body is so used to it. So if you're cycling 11 hours a week and lifting 1, you'll probably gain a lot more by cycling 10 and lifting 2. So think about that as you look at your whole week, and particularly here in the winter where we're not exactly trading off gorgeous outdoor rides. Well, for those of you that live in warmer climates, maybe you are, but up here in New England, it is cold. So, all right, last time through this set, we've only got about 15 minutes of work left. So 10 staggered stance, single leg deadlifts. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're done with those. One more round of wood chops. Now, if you've got a cable machine, you're doing this in a gym. I love these with a cable, much more so than a dumbbell. But if all you got is a dumbbell, let's use a dumbbell. So, last set of wood chops, 10 each side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. 1. Chop that wood. 2, 3, 4, 9, and 10. Whew. Okay. Good work. All right. We have 2 more short exercises. A little bit of a treat before we go down to the floor, a little bit of core, and then stretch. So, we've been doing a lot of one-legged standing. Let's put that into practice. If you have a kettlebell, that makes it a little more of a challenge. Dumbbells, totally fine. So, oh boy, I want you to rack the dumbbell or kettlebell like this, and we're gonna march. I'm gonna stand in front of the camera, but you should feel free to march around your workout area. Ooh. If this is the dumbbell, you're probably a little sturdier. Kettlebell adds a ton of grip. We're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Okay, we'll come back to the other side in a minute. So now, similar to what we were doing before. Stand on the left leg, raise the right knee. I want you to pass that. If it's a dumbbell, you're just gonna move it from side to side. If you've got a kettlebell, I'm gonna take it and move it around your body. A dumbbell, you're just gonna go from one side to the next, but forcing yourself off balance. Oh boy, wow. Wobbling is good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, same thing on the other side. Now I have my right leg down, my left leg up, knees in line with the hip, and I'm gonna pass this kettlebell around my body. If I have a dumbbell, I'm just gonna kind of move it from my right hip to my left hip, anywhere else, all just to force your whole body to be paying attention. Now I'm gonna go in the other direction. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right, last little bit before we hit the floor. That march with the dumbbell kettlebell racked. Wow, okay. We march. Knees come high. Oh boy. Good for grip. Good for forearms. Oh boy. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, shoot, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good work. Let's close ourselves out with a bit of plank. Not out of the woods yet, but we're in the final push. So let's just start with, plank on our hands. And we'll hold here. Nice and strong. This is not easy, but this is not as hard as what we were doing. So try to down-regulate your system a bit. We're only here for another 10 seconds, and then we'll move on to a side plank. Try not to drop. We're just going to go from one plank variation to the other. But we'll do some posterior chain, so it won't all be plank. So let's hold here. We're going to be here for 30, which is another 15 or so seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Reverse plank. This is awful, but this is great for your posterior chain. So I've got my elbows on the ground and I'm holding my body up, so I'm feeling it in my hamstrings, my glutes, my back. If you don't have the shoulder mobility, you can also do this on your hands. I find it harder on my shoulders, but let's be here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank right. We're here for 30 seconds. We're here for another 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, forearm plank. And in a moment, we're going to go to high plank, up to high plank. Okay, tap the feet out, out, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulder taps. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds of side plank in either direction. That'll be 4 minutes total. We've been in plank. We'll do one round of back extensions and then we stretch. Okay, stay strong. You have less than a minute and a half to go. 15 seconds in this position. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap over. Here for 30. Here for another 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, drop your belly. Not totally done, but this is a lot easier. We'll do 20 back crunches. So all that means is lift up and back down. 1, 2, at your own pace. Really squeezing between the shoulder blades, using the muscles of the back, the glutes, the hamstrings to lift up your head and your feet. For me, that was 10, so I just have 10 more to go, and then we are done for the day. Three, 2, and 1. Oh, good work. Let's just windshield wiper our feet side to side. Maybe stretch out the arms. That feels good. Let's feel some movement through the hips and the back. Kind of rolling over the quads, a little bit of massage there. And then back bend of your choice. If you want Sphinx on your elbows, that can feel good, very relaxing. To go a bit deeper, up onto your hands, press. On your upper extension, just try not to be squeezing your glutes. Just try to relax your butt. Relax, just feel that beautiful stretch through your spine. We spend so much time hunched over on our computers, on our bikes, over our phones. It's good to go in the other direction. All right, come back down to a child's pose. Come onto all fours, sweep that left hand up, and then thread it through under your right armpit. Rest your shoulder on the ground. Use your right hand, kind of twist. Feel that beautiful stretch in your shoulder and spine. Other side, raise that right arm, thread it through. Roll onto your back, cross your left ankle over your right knee. You can lay on your back and grab your thigh. You can prop yourself up like this. Let's just get a nice stretch through that left glute. Other side. Ooh, this is much tighter. Same thing, nice. Stretch through that right glute. This side is always tighter for me, so I feel this in many other adjacent places too. Put your feet down in front of you, the width of your mat, and let's just, again, windshield wiper our legs. We did a lot of hip flexor stuff with the knee drives, with this last bit of standing stuff we were doing. Let's give them some love. Flip around through down dog. Use that as the opportunity to stretch out your calves. Maybe go on one leg and try to press your hips up to the sky to exaggerate that stretch. Other side. And then drop one knee, maybe the other one forward, 90-90. And just, gently lengthen that hip. When you find a depth that feels really good, sink into it. You're gonna increase the stretch, keep your torso upright, and try to tuck your tailbone. Really feel that beautiful stretch right through the front of your hips. Take that on the other side. All right, plant your hands, bring your right foot to meet your left, and just fold over your legs. You can grab your elbows, ragdoll, maybe sway side to side. Really let gravity's pull on the weight of your head, your upper body, lengthen that spine. Last piece, just one vertebra at a time. The slowest Jefferson curl you have ever done. Bring those arms up. And that's it. Well done. This was a tough one, so good work, everybody.